Usamos estampillas.
You are now tuned in to your number one radio station.
Violent people!
Radio.
Welcome to Violent People Radio number 84. I'm Dan Rice, one of your hosts. I'm joined by Chris. Chris, how's it going?
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm one of your hosts. And I'm doing
also
okay.
joined by one of the hosts, Pat. Pat, how's it going?
It's a little snowy. It's a little cold.
And let's go ahead and get it out of the way. Sam's gone. We kicked him out.
So that
too much
Macuaro Mercutio thing really took off and kind of gained a life of its own. Eventually, it got to the point where, Sam, to his credit, Sam resigned before we could fire him. But it was only ever going to end one way.
Morally and financially, we could not have Sam on the show any longer. So what we're going to do is we're going to try out some other hosts, see who can sit in the fourth chair, who does it best. We have a newbie, been on the show before. Pork, how's it going?
No, it's me, Sam. How's it going, folks?
Oh,
CW.
We got his ass. That's him to a T.
He's going to be listening to this tomorrow, just so fucking easy, almost going to swerve into the wrong lane in his rage.
Now, let's talk about that. You said he's going to be listening to this tomorrow. I wanted to bring this up right away. For the last 60 or so episodes, Sam has been the one to edit and upload it. And I assume he won't be doing that anymore?
All right, so are we drawing straws now? Are we going to make the guests do it every week?
That's actually
I
a
already
good
edit my own. I
I
already edit my own podcast. Don't drag me into this.
Well, this is a good time to tell Pork that you may remember that you guested on an episode of Talking Turnies a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
You might be thinking, why hasn't that gone up yet?
Yeah.
And I'll let you know why.
I swear to God.
I lost the audio. Audacity destroyed my file, and then I had waited so long to edit it that Craig no longer had it upload, for me to download.
Man, the world really does not want to hear podcasts that are just Pork and Dan. Because between the one podcast and now the other podcast.
If I had a penny for every time a Dan and Poet podcast has been lost due to audio issues, I'd have 2 pennies.
I was like, it's no big deal. I'll just go to the Craig DM and I can download it. But no, apparently there's a time limit on that. And I waited too long.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah. So that's fun. So now, having said that, I guess I'm the one in charge of editing this tomorrow. So that's exciting.
I mean, I'll try to teach myself Audacity and see if I can do. First thing, I got to Google fart noise, and then I'm going to learn how to use Audacity. We'll see what happens.
Loudest TV football noises. We need more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We need that. If we don't,
I watched 5 hours of World of Sports for that.
Oh my.
So anyway, Sam's dead. We can all breathe out a sigh of relief.
We all yell at him.
Sic Semper Tyrannis.
Yeah, who's going to talk about St. Louis Anarchy despite only watching 2 of their matches? We got to get all the Sam. We got to get all the Sam hate out early, because I don't think he'll make it all the way through the episode. So we need to front load the shit talking.
I say whenever Sam said his name on the podcast, I always sang that along to Mrs. Robinson. The bit when it goes, "Where have you gone, Joe the Med?" Whatever it is. For some reason, that always clicked with me.
Have you gone Sam Mercutio?
Mercutio girls, wherever you are.
Now, we haven't done like a real normal episode of Violent People Radio
In 84 episodes.
in a little bit. Yeah, we did the 2 award shows, so I think that should mean that my 2 co-hosts here have watched a lot of wrestling, and they really want to get into it.
Well, before
Dan.
that show,
Dan.
I just watched matches from the Google Doc, and we talked about them on the shows.
So you did not watch the Jaka tribute show?
I have not watched the Jaka tribute show yet.
Okay, all right.
I also have not, as promised, speaking of the late Jaka, looked into the VP 100 case for Johnny Fairplay, who is VP 100 eligible, I learned, and he is, in fact, one of Jaka's last opponents. Like, it was a tag match, and Johnny Fairplay of Survivor and getting wrecked by Danny Bonaducci fame. I am going to be looking into this. I may
God,
something he wrestled up about it.
Six matches.
Yeah, this isn't
That's more than Eric Stevens.
This is almost Paul Walter Hauser amounts of matches. And I will be investigating it, and I may be writing something about it, mostly as an excuse to talk about Survivor.
I love it. Topical. It's coming up.
Yeah, Survivor 50 coming up.
I need to tap in for 50. I've already watched one season of Survivor before.
I did watch a little bit of the wrestling, not a ton. All 2026 stuff.
Let's hear it.
So I actually did watch an IWRG match, but it's not an exciting one. It's just Defunto and Soberano Jr. versus Mascara Dorada and Mystico. But it happened on I
watched that one
show.
Too.
Yeah,
it was after the cage match show, right?
Yeah, it was technically the main event of the cage match show.
That match was really good, though.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, it's not going to be probably anyone in this match's best match. It's them doing their thing in Arena Nakalpan, having a good CMLL style tag match, but it's fun. It's always, like we've talked about it before, it's fun to watch Mystico in other arenas and get the heroes welcome there. And yeah, fun, well-worked tag match with 4 guys who are good. And because Sam's not on this podcast anymore, we can say that Mascara Dorada is good.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Finally, someone says it. Finally, someone says.
I was afraid. I was afraid of Sam's wrath.
Yeah, no one's saying it out here.
I'm fine with that as long as we don't get started on Neon. We can.
Yeah, Neon, I agree. I still kind of like Neon, but I see Sam's vision more with Neon than Mascara Dorada, who I don't love. He's not like one of my guys, but he's fun. He's a good tag partner with Mystico.
Neon has only 2 spots, but they're both really cool spots.
Yeah.
And that's more like some wrestlers.
Speaking of luchadors who have their spots, I watched 1 episode of AEW television from this year. It was the first collision of the year. And Hechicero versus Commander. A guy who has the same spots that he runs. But it's Hechicero versus Commander. You've got Hechicero, a plucky, flippy, high spot guy, and it's fun. All three matches that I recommend here are just like fun TV matches. You don't have to, like, by the year's end of AEW, no one will remember any of these matches. Big Bill and Brian Keith versus Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey. Tag Team of the Year, some are saying. Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey.
I thought you were talking about Big Bill and Brian Keith.
I mean, honestly, that was a mistake on our part. We really should have had them on there because they do have more of a case than some of the guys that did get nominated.
Yeah, that was one where I just I put my stuff in the document once and then I just forgot to put anything else in there ever. And as we were recording it, like I think I mentioned it during the episode, so I'm just like, oh, there are tag teams I should have advocated for here, like MXM Collection and stuff like that. And I'm just like, at this point, it's too late. We're just gonna let Jet Speed have it.
MXM Collection, one of the reasons. One of the reasons to watch a Ring of Honor match. Congratulations to them, and that's higher praise than any of our awards. And then the main event of that show was Darby Allin versus Wheeler Yuta. It was a Darby Allin singles match on TV. It was good. It was a better Wheeler Yuta singles match. But yeah, that not a crazy AEW show. But it was Collision, so it was very watchable. There's also an Angelico versus El Clone match that's like 3 minutes, but I mean it's well worked. They're two guys that could work a 3-minute TV match in their sleep and have it work, and that was El Clone's debut in the ring, I think, in AEW. So like it worked. Daniel Garcia versus Shelton Benjamin was bad. That was a bad match. I don't know if Daniel Garcia got hurt or legitimately or they just wanted him to cut a promo in the middle of the match, but it sucked and it just didn't work out. Shelton Benjamin should kill Daniel Garcia. Not Daniel Garcia. Why do I have Daniel Garcia in my spreadsheet?
Oh, we have no way of ever knowing who Shelton Benjamin faced.
Yeah, it was Dante Martin.
Oh, okay. That's a very different wrestler.
That sounds much worse.
Yeah.
I was shocked that you were so down on Shelton versus Daniel Garcia. I was like, that seems like a match people would like.
Yeah, I saw. I was very high, and I saw Dan in the name, and I put Daniel Garcia.
Put Shelton Benjamin versus Dan Rice in the spreadsheet.
Dante Martin versus Shelton Benjamin is also a match that could be good. Probably not.
It could be
getting
good.
People as excited as Daniel Garcia, but yeah, Daniel Garcia cutting a promo in the middle of a match would be bad, but Dante Martin doing it is worse.
Mid-match promo. Martin. That's good.
Other than that, I watched.
Is he the fat one or the skinny one?
I think
he's the one who who wears his hair up.
No, isn't one of them really chunky now?
I haven't seen them in like a year, so I don't know. I remember them being. I remember one has braids, the other doesn't. That's how I remember them. If they've changed their look since then, well, and I'm of no use.
Maybe
I haven't noticed weight gains within Top Flight, but I'll report back to you soon.
I told you guys Ninja Mac got chunky, right?
Yeah, I'm excited.
He still does all the gymnastic stuff. Just that now he's on him.
Yeah, JCW I will be catching up with that because there have been exciting things that I've seen on Twitter. I watched a Lucha Memes show from January. It was pretty good. Nothing I would go out of my way to see, but the best matches were the tag matches. Grayson Guys versus Mataro and Skyfire, and then Flystar and Toxine versus Maligno and Siniestro. Two perfectly acceptable indie lucha tag matches, but not a great start for one of our promotions of the year. Just like an A show. And the final thing I watched was like the first few matches of the ICW No Holds Barred show from this year. And not much to talk about there. There's a 4-way that has Jimmy Lloyd as the best worker in the match. There's a Casanova Valentine versus JB Anderson, who's one of the Matt Tremont trainees that you can just watch that 13-minute brawl in your head, and it's as good as like you've seen a Casanova Valentine match in the last 5 years, so you've seen this match too. Eric
JB Anderson, this match might have more card strips.
True. Taipei Deathmatch, like 5-minute sprint. I wouldn't call it outright nothing. That really got me going. They'd roll around in some glass and forearm each other. But I did quite like Dr. Redacted versus Eric Dillinger. Because I just like Dr. Redacted because he's a little freak that goes around being a little freak. And Eric Dillinger is a fine person to put through that match. So I haven't seen in Danto versus match or Bear. Which one is it? Is it Bear Boulder or Bronson that is not canceled and is working deathmatch indies?
Bronson just got signed by TNA.
Okay, so Bronson versus John Wayne Murdoch event of that. So I'm sure that's fine. Like, I'll watch her.
Hell yeah. Is that it for the wrestling watching, the 2026 so far?
Yep. I mean, I watched like about it at the time, but Wrestle Kingdom and New Year Dash and other like wrestling I've watched from this year.
Those little shows.
Yeah, those little shows. Pretty good shows.
Mm-hmm.
Well, pretty good matches on those shows. I don't know if I'd call them good shows in general.
Okay. All right, Pat, what about you? What have you been getting into wrestling-wise since the award shows?
A fucking zero. It has been, the snow situation here has been crazy that I just have had no energy or inclination to watch wrestling. What I did do, because I need to work on my VP 100 ballot, which to anyone listening, you should also be working on your VP 100 ballot. You should get that stuff to Chris so that Chris can have a mild nervous breakdown sorting through all the responses. You like Porrick, who had yours submitted within 5 minutes of the polling being open?
No,
Outrageous.
That was last year. I took a bit this year, but I
this
don't
year
really
I decided
watch. I don't
This
do
year
my
I decided
homework.
to take a page from your book. I'm ripping Pork off where I'm doing this preference revealer thing. So I put in about 100 names. I've got my top 10 pretty much locked in. So everyone else, I put in too many people just so that there is some overflow. And the first question it asks me is Drew Parker or Sadika?
Ooh.
You
And
know
as
the
much as
answer
it
to that
pains
one.
me to do this, no, because Sadika had a really bad 2025. She was out for, but she seems like she had like 2 matches. So on the basis of 2025, I got to go with Drew Parker. I'm sorry, but
That
now
probably hurt.
I would
I
ask.
hate to see it.
It does. Dimitri or Nico Gray from XPW. Again, we're going with
I'm gonna
Dimitri
vote
because
Dimitri
Nico
there.
Gray is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nico Gray is. If JB Anderson is one of those like guys who seems kind of barely trained at all, Nico Gray is like the generation removed from that. Where it's like you see someone who's like, oh yeah, I was trained by like Chewy Martinez or something. It's like, oh my god, so you weren't trained. Speaking of, we've got. I'm going to open this one up to the group. JB Anderson or Matthew Justice.
Matthew Justice.
Matthew Justice.
He jumps off.
Just for
I would go with Matthew Justice, MLW superstar.
Matthew Justice.
Clean sweep.
Brindley Reese and Shook. We're going Brindley Reese. Ludark
Oh my
or
god,
Ant-Man.
what a
Going
choice.
Ludark. I'm going to be doing this the entire show. I am now 1% complete.
Okay,
take
so
a
yeah, it's gonna
bit.
be a
Sorry,
little
who
bit.
is Ludark going against?
Ludark was going against Encham, the Japanese wrestler. Ludark
Okay.
faced her.
Hmm.
But Mr. Condor is definitely ahead of Kaplan.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Kaplan
I guess-
strong bottom 10.
I guess we didn't.
On
I
my
guess we
own
can. I
ballot.
can say breaking news on the podcast since I've only put in the Discord. Makora versus Necro Butcher happening in March.
I
So
hope
Kind
we
of fucking
don't.
crazy.
with that. It'd be funny.
It's real. Now I'm worried about it because the day before he's at the Loco Junkyard show and he's not wrestling. The whole gimmick is you can pay to sit in the necro section and have unlimited beers and blunts. So I worry, will Necro be in condition to get to Mexico the following day?
He's going to be in
That's a
that
lot of beers and
condition
blonde.
if he shows up no matter what.
Yeah. Well, that's true, but like, can he get through an airport? You know, because it's probably not. It's probably not a lot of makeup time.
I'm picturing the Simpsons bit where like Homer complains the endless buffet wasn't endless for endless beer and things with the necro.
Someone posted under it. I wish I had the prices here. They're like, if you think about it, it's actually like a really good deal. And I was like, it's like a 2-3 hour show. You should not be drinking $75 worth of beer. It's not a good deal.
What about $75
Yeah.
worth of blunts?
That's even worse. I can't imagine what they're giving you.
You think they don't have the good stuff?
You know, I guess now I'm looking at it, it does come also with exclusive hats. So that's kind of a game changer.
You've been burnt by that before, though.
Is it the kind of hat that Necro Butcher likes to wear?
I mean, he better be wearing one. I want to match him if I'm going.
So I've reached the first one that's giving me trouble now. El Licenciado Teperocho or Marina Shafir.
Oh, that is a tough one.
That is a tough one.
2 of the best wrestlers of the year.
Yeah, 2 of the best in their particular lane. 2 I very much want to see a match between.
Hoot of the year candidate.
I'm going with Marina.
Oof.
She's got. I mean, it's just that I love El Licenciado, but he's had like 3 matches. Marina was in Anarchy in the Arena. I think that gives her an edge.
I guess we can talk about the wrestling I've watched. I mentioned it last night in Discord. I watched AEW live for the first time in a long time because I was at a family's house and I guess my like my great uncle is. I knew he was kind of a wrestling guy, but he's just like a I'm old and I stare at a TV guy. Like he knows nothing about anything. He just is like it's on my TV, and so he's flipping and he found AEW, and so I watched Dynamite with him for a while, and I used to think that people were too harsh on Ace Austin, but he got a bad match out of Moxley, so that's got to count for something. Mark Briscoe
with
versus El
all
Clone
these
was really
fucking
cool. Still wasn't.
what is with Ace Austin, the Rascals, Tommaso Ciampa? Like, what the fuck is Tony Khan doing?
Now that's what I was
not
going to say though.
have
Turns out my great uncle secretly NXT Black and Gold. He went, "Is that Tommaso? He went, is that Ciampa?" So excitedly, and that cracked me up. I was like, "It looks like it is." And he's like, "I haven't seen him in a while." Because again, he doesn't really follow anything.
because he's a big
Fuck
fan
him.
of New England Indies.
Yeah.
It's like I haven't seen him since he faced Brian Fury.
Big Brian Fury guy. And then Statlander versus Tekla was fun. And that's when I went home and left him. But yeah, doesn't make me want to watch AEW live. But I don't really want to watch most wrestling live. You need to have that fast forward button available.
Right.
This is really like particular just me. But I was also doing a I don't know how you pronounce it. Reach Catch, the French promotion. Catch up with them. I'm watching their last two shows. Scar is their champion. Is a wrestler I really like, and he's been having like a fun title reign. And what I really want is they also run Junkyard. They've run 3 Junkyard shows over there, and their last one, they had technical difficulties, and I was watching it, and I think it was me and like 5 people in France were watching it live when they put it up there, and it just stopped. And then I've bugged them about it on Twitter a bunch, like, "Oh, we're gonna fix it." And what I didn't notice what they did was they just took their file that's an hour and 6 minutes. They don't have the rest of the file, and they just put it behind their YouTube paywall. And I'm like, they don't really have much of anything up there. I'm like, someone like me is gonna buy that, thinking, "Oh, I had to pay to show." You don't. They still don't have the whole file fixed. Months later.
Wait,
what else?
Ben, hear me out. Do that for talking
Yeah.
tourneys.
It's not a tournament. Oh, I get what
No.
you're saying. Okay, I get what you're saying. Put your file behind the paywall, the Talking Tourney paywall.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now that Sam's gone, I think everything's going behind a paywall. I think that he was probably holding, and they'll probably get the Patreon going. Put our Venmos and PayPals up here.
We are going to get monetized on Kick to gamble on wrestling.
It's the best promotion. I really wish that Battle Riot was airing live. I feel like we could have had some fun Battle Riot games going on during the recording of this, but alas, it was not to be. I tracked down that. I think we discussed it during part 1 of the award shows. I tracked down that Tank versus Matt Griffin match. It's definitely sounds better than it is. It was a little bit of a letdown.
Or we're at Marina Shafir versus Necro.
Necro, come on. People are pissing me off.
Fucking.
People are pissing you off?
People are pissing me off. Necro, I announced Necro versus Makoro on the show, and everyone's on the Discord. It gets like 2 likes, and then they're like, "Oh, Adam Priest and Anthony Henry are gonna have a 5-minute match," and it gets 20. People lose their fucking mind over. Now he's gonna face Okada on the least watched collision of the year, and people are like,
I'm gonna be honest. I think that there is a big Makoro thing because he's not a work rate guy, and 2, he looks it. That there's an aesthetic component where even the smartest of smart marks are still. I don't want to watch this guy. He looks like a fucking janitor. People are.
That's part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
it's like they don't understand. Like that's part of what makes him such a great worker is that he looks like a weird little freak who sleeps in a and does have like holographic pattern tights or whatever. I don't know. I think there are a lot of people who claim that they are like above the kind of Vince McMahon presentation of like the body as the ultimate expression of being a worker, and they just fall right into that trap. I realize.
We talking about Adam Priest as a body guy?
I mean, he's certainly a roided up little muscle man. He's an action figure. And especially if you compare Adam Priest to Makwaro and you said which of these two is the body guy, which of these two is under 60 years old?
Which of these two should be facing Okada on Saturday?
Oh, I'd watch
the
it.
answer is clear.
Makwaro versus Okada would be some amazing bullshit.
Oh my god!
Like it, Okada is full like Memphis Smothers style now,
and it's in the scrapyard. That'd be crazy.
I wrote down this. I didn't
questions here now. Like,
go on.
I'm getting into really difficult choices, like Tony Storm versus Phil Insane, and I'm like, how can I choose?
Oh my god! I forgot Phil Insane.
I'm
not sure he's gonna make it, but I didn't have him in the pool.
Well, I'm picking him over Tony Storm now to try and make sure he makes it.
But no, I didn't watch this match, but I wanted to make sure everyone knew it existed. I was going through my YouTube searches. There's a Joey Janela. This match just happened this month. Joey Janela versus John Davis in a 40-minute match. Which is definitely something that should exist. Yeah. I think I saw like praise like me and John Davis just tore it down, but I will never know.
Yeah, no, that's 40 minutes you will never get back.
Did any of you guys watch the WCW Cyber Ring stuff?
No, I saw everyone going on and on about that. It's like everyone was like rushing out, like, here's my blog about the WCW Cyber Ring, and I was just kind of like, how much is there to say about like it's a 3-minute Hardbody Harrison match in front of a fucking level from Mist?
You pretty much covered it. I also didn't know it existed. It feels like everyone's like, oh, finally we got Cyber Ring. It's not a thing that I was like, the Cyber Disc was like, I was waiting for.
I had
but
no idea what this.
I did not know.
It kind of is that. The first match I watched was the Eric Watts versus Chad Fortune match. And it's kind of like, oh, they're in a ring surrounded by like metal, blades and stuff. And they come out and there's fireballs in the background. And then that's kind of cool. And the match is really short. But then you realize that's it. That's all it is. The other two matches are Hardbody Harrison versus Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker and Chase Tatum versus Kenny Chaos. And it's just like this is. I'm glad it exists. I'm glad someone took their time to figure out how to crack that CD or whatever the issue was. And it's silly. But yeah, it was really funny to see people freak out about that. An old match that I preferred is Mark Henry versus some YouTube feed, and that fucking rolls as much as you think it would. I watched Dan Bobish versus Kensuke Sasaki and Tomohiro Ishii versus Koichiro Kimura from a WJ show, a World Japan show, and both those matches fucking ruled so hard. I mean, I'm not as up on my 2003 list as I should be, but I mean, Ishii Kimura felt like it should be on a match of the year list. And then Dan Bobish, the coolest looking guy in the world. Like, he makes Kensuke look tiny and just the biggest fucking baldest round head you've ever seen. People should definitely check those out. And then so 2025. Actually, wait, 2026. Sorry, this is from this month. 26. Mike, he did a Alabama and a Mississippi. The Mississippi or the Alabama show was it was a 8-man tag of a bunch of guys I don't know, and Mike Quackenverse versus Ace Haven and a bunch of guys I don't know. for Pro South Wrestling, and then he faced Vladimir Koloff in a promotion from Mississippi I never heard of, and I find Quack's bullshit and always have, and I think he's still exactly I mean, it sucks that he's such a piece of shit and got canceled, because I think his style is just like he'll be able to do his bullshit probably forever. It's like he could have just not been canceled. He would just be, actually probably be fucking NXT or something stupid training him. He could this style, twice a month till he's 80, I assume. So, but yeah, that's most of the highlights of what I've been watching recently. Pork, what about you? What have you been watching since the last time you've been on? Cover it all.
Dan, the question is, what haven't I been watching? And the answer is
Yeah.
a lot. I've watched a lot of DDT, in fact, this year so far. Outside of that, I've barely watched any. I watched the Lucha Meme show that Chris might the same. I don't really have anything unique to add to that. I also watched the Evolution show, the new one. It's fine. Nothing out there I would go out of your way to watch. Too much Joshi, if you ask me, but that's what that was fine. As DDT, my recommendations. I saw people going on about Abe Aoki. That match is fine. It's the third best match on that show. Particularly recommend it. I would much rather like Hirata and Invisible Hirata versus Toy Invisible Toy is a better match. And then there was a Comedy 8-Man where they all came out dressed as different wrestlers. That's a better match. But to give Aoki something, him versus that guy from Noah, Junta Mayoaki, that's really good. That is probably the best DDT match of the year so far. Aoki is great. He is probably the second best guy in DDT. Antonio Honda, I would say, has been DDT's best wrestler. The shtick still works. Not much more to say about that. The problem with DDT right now is the DJ, which is always the worst part of DDT. It's just young guys having boring matches. All I'll say is I've grown quite fond of Yumi. I enjoy their style. I enjoy their weird outfits they wear. Yeah, it's been good. DDT was my favorite promotion last year. It seemed to be that track. The only other thing I did watch, and this got, I think I saw this get some. Let me see if I can find the exact thing. I watched Tadada versus Geijo. I'm not too familiar with these two for H Pro. This match kind of got some buzz around. Apparently, they had a highly rated match last year, but I'm not aware of. But yeah, this is two fat guys wrestling in a ring that has chains surrounding by it, just kicking each other, making each other bleed. I'd really go on my way. Recommend if you want to see it. Oh, and then I did watch one other match from TNA. I watched. Let me see if I can find this. Nick Nemeth versus who was the woman he was facing? No, Ryan Nemeth versus.
I say it's Ryan versus that. Yeah.
My eyesight. This was like this got review bombed on Cage Match. It's not a good match. Nothing noticeable. It's a match that happened. But yeah, I'm enjoying my 2026. I'll see how long my every DDT show streak goes on. It probably will fall off quite soon. But yeah, I'm enjoying. I need my. I've got. I don't. Yeah. Have I watched one match from America this year? I've watched one match from America this year, and it's the Ryan. It's the Ryan Nemeth match.
And it's all downhill from there.
DDT, best promotion going. But nothing has blown me away yet.
Well, you have to keep watching every event and the award show next year and make the case before I can know if it's promotion of the year.
I would have made the case for it last year.
Well, that was before we booted Sam. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, so we're missing a guy for your second episode, but that's not the point.
All right. Listen, anything that you have an issue with prior to today, I assure you, was completely Sam's fault.
It's now AS after Sam. Is the new era of the podcast.
Speaking of that, I want everyone to, now that Sam's not on here asking for it, I want everyone to give me some pitches right for the site. Let's just really blow it up while this guy takes some time off to, I don't know, watch 1984 wrestling or St. Louis Anarchy or whatever he is doing. I got something in the pipeline that I've been trying to write, but I suck and I'm never at my house, so it's not coming along as fast as I'd want, but here we are. Chris is writing about Johnny Fairplay. That's written in stone. I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, that is written in stone. If I write anything this year, it's going to be about Johnny Fairplay.
What a great sentence that is.
And all the wrestling I did watch.
His match with... sorry, I was just breaking news. His match with Bull James is officially up on YouTube.
Oh my god.
I feel like we're pretty fucking deep in it, and Johnny Fairplay is out there. I'm actually pretty deep in Survivor and wrestling, and Johnny Fairplay is out there having 6 matches in 2026 or 2025, and I had no idea.
That's why I couldn't be on 50.
Ashamed.
He was too busy defending his cruiserweight title.
I mean, he's definitely a cruiserweight.
Yeah, against Bull James.
Johnny Fairplay. I wish Survivor didn't suck now, because it's like, man, 50. We should be excited. We could do like content for the site, but it's like, no, it's gonna suck.
Are you excited? You're not excited for Mr. Beast?
No, not really. Not getting it going.
Hear me out. Survivor 50 over 50. I don't know what it means.
Now we're talking.
Name.
That you got to come up with a name first, and then figure out what it means later.
Work backwards.
Yeah, who's over 50 and not dead that can come to Survivor?
Maybe it's wrestlers that are over 50 that we think would be good on Survivor.
Ooh.
Say Tanaka.
I mean, I know we've already gassed him up this episode, but how old is Makoro? Does anyone have any idea?
I think he's ageless.
I just feel like he'd have no problem. Cage Match says he's 55. You throw him on an island, he'll fucking thrive.
I feel like he would be like, there would be all the challenges where it's like you need to like spearfish or something like that. And he would just effortlessly be like, yeah, I know, I've been spearing rats for food for decades now.
Dude, that'd be a great movie. Like you Slumdog Millionaire. His past lives somehow means he's great at every competition.
Okay. If we're writing a script here, I gotta bring in my guy, Ronan, Michael Elgin. I told him I wouldn't do any screenplay writing without him.
So
he gets first look.
I'm at another dilemma here. Eric Ryan or Tim Strain?
Tim Strange, please.
I'm an Eric Ryan guy, but I'm biased.
Chris, you got a deciding vote here.
Tim Strange.
Chris, don't fuck me.
Tim Strange it is.
Well, that sucks because I was going to suggest,
I will vote Eric Ryan over Nathan Mowry.
I think I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it was Eric Ryan that offered to come on the podcast. I think it was Bobby Beverly, and I just confused.
It was Bobby Beverly.
Yeah,
it was. Okay, damn. All right, well then, fuck Eric Ryan.
All right, well I'm still picking him over Nathan Mowry because come on.
Yeah, I mean you have to be honest with yourself.
Oh, this is a real hard one. Christian Napier or Abdullah Kobayashi? Gosh, I wonder which one I'm going to pick.
Oh my God, you wrote down Christian Napier's name.
I'm just like desperate to like come up with like 90 or so people. So I'm just like, who is everyone I watched in 2025? There are people in this list because I watched more than one match.
Now, we know that Porrick already turned his list in. Chris, how is your list forming? You posted yours, right?
No, I posted a draft.
Oh, well, yeah.
But it's pretty close to probably being a finished product. Well, we'll see where Johnny Fairplay is.
Yeah, you can't do anything until you figure that out. I like your like I sit here, I'm like looking at my list and I'm like I'm too high on Noisy Boy and Spiderfly and Defunto, and then I like look at your list and I go, oh, I'm fine. I will not be the high voter on any of them.
Hey, I'm all for Spiderfly being as high as possible on the VP 100.
It's very good.
I was literally, I forgot I had your list up when I was looking at my list. There's no one from Mexico that I could outvote Mystico. Everyone else you have me beat. And I am legitimately stuck at 101 wrestlers currently. I like all 101 of them. I don't want to cut any of them. People are really pushing me to cut Aaron Williams.
Who's that number 59?
59? I mean, I'll let me pull it up here. 59 is Freelance.
All right, he's gone.
Get rid of him.
No, he's gone. Sorry.
Now that's based on my last preference revealer. That feels a little high for Freelance to me, but
I mean, when I finish this preference revealer thing, it is going to look fucking crazy because I'm doing stuff like Cruel versus Nick Gage here.
There's also no undo button on that site that Pork posted, so like I'm a little there's some of them I'm like I don't know what I just did. I might have fucked everything up.
Oh yeah, you don't take the list. You take the list and then you edit a bit. It's not.
Yeah.
All right, so here's another one to put up for vote: Neil Diamond Cutter or Charlotte Flair.
Neil Diamond Cutter.
Yeah. I don't want any WWE people on my list if I can help it.
But now we go to Neil Diamond Cutter or Lunatic Fly.
Oh, Lunatic Fly.
Lunatic Fly.
I'm leaning Lunatic Fly.
I would go Lunatic Fly.
Neil Diamond Cutter it is.
Now, Pork, did you have any WWE wrestlers on your list?
No.
All right, good man.
I did, and look, this is the one thing against kind of doing about it early. I did forget about RV's Man, which is a great show.
Oh God, that is not a good way to get to be the fourth host of this show.
You know,
there's gonna be some private DMs sent.
Yeah, I can't get behind that one.
It slipped my mind.
Now, you want to get Chris heated up? I'll tell you where Obvious Man came out on my last preference revealer. Number 72, right underneath CW Anderson.
Oh, you constructed that sentence to piss me off.
Well, I wanted to see where he was, and I saw CW there, and I went, "Oh, I gotta make sure everyone knows about this." CW is one of the highlights of MLW, which is a big part of requirements for my VP 100 list.
It is weird. You wouldn't think about it, but sometimes wrestling who you like is a rock, paper, scissors.
No, it really is, because it's like, yeah, I like this guy over this guy, but that doesn't mean that I like that like it's not math. It doesn't equal out all the time. And there's like certain guys like Thomas Shire. I didn't like the way Sam talked to me about him on the reward show, so he's getting pushed down on the list. I'll let any little slight or personal thing affect how I vote on this thing.
And when have I slighted you?
Honestly,
I mean, you haven't. Paul Walter Hauser, he's getting higher up, because I didn't like that we got so close to getting him on there, and then Quentin crushed our dreams.
It was a heartbreaking moment.
Listen to last week if you haven't, folks. And I think that pretty much covers our big top.
That was our big top?
Yeah, our
I'm
big
at
top was
54.
VP
I'm at
100.
54%, so we still got a ways to go here.
I
Like
guess,
I'm
I guess
on
our
Louis
big top is
Jr.
only
versus
54%.
Madman Pond.
Wait,
Yeah,
who's the
so-
first one?
It was Louis Jr. versus Madman Pondo.
This list is insane.
Yeah, this is good. Louis Jr. versus Nathan Mowry. Yes, I think we can go Louis Jr. Louis Jr. versus Akira. I'm definitely going Louis Jr. Louis Jr. versus Christian Napier. Louis Jr.
Yeah.
Brick Savage wins out over Louis Jr. Brick Savage over JC Extreme. Hardcore Hillbilly over Brick Savage. Brick Savage or
Who's
Eric
JC
Ryan?
Extreme?
One of the murder basement freaks.
Oh, okay. All right.
If that's the big top, can I do some breaking news?
Yeah,
What's
definitely.
up?
Oh, please.
So I've been talking to Colt Bauer. You know, we chat sometimes, mostly about Scar, but he has given me the ending of the Battle Riot.
Oh my god.
If you want to hear it, so I'll skip a lot, but to Volador and Paul Waterhauser. Paul Waterhauser throws Volador Jr. But what's this? There's another entrance. No one's seen this coming. It's Danny McBride. He runs in.
Is it really?
Yes.
He's
He
making all
runs
this
in,
up.
throws pulls out with ease. Danny's going wild. What's this? There's another entrance. It's Walton.
Oh
Walton
fuck.
grabs the mic. Walton grabbed the mic, and this is a quote. Let's see if I can do a Wally Goggins impression. Hey there, Danny. I'm ready to do some shooting in Homebreak. We've recently Fallout, put up some shields to protect yourself from my comments, but I'm more than justified. The reasons I'm hateful towards you, I got 8. You pushed me to indulge in my vices. Of that, you're invincible. Reasons 3 to 8, the last season of Righteous Gemstone sucked. Walton rushes the ring, throws Danny over. Walton Goggins is your Battle Riot winner.
Did you do the promo off the top of your head, or did you write that down?
I wrote that down.
Oh, okay.
Well, no,
was there a shield reference I missed? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've put up some shields to protect yourself.
Okay, good shit. I was like, you name dropping all those shows, but you got to name drop the shield. That's my shit.
I didn't know he was in Invincibles.
Court told you?
Yeah, straight.
Well, shit, man. We're just finding out that you're talking to Court. I'm talking to Bell, the Zoe guy. We just got all the connections. That's why people are here for the scoop.
For the scoops.
I'm here to know whether I'm going to pick Alex Stretch or Stefan Havoc. I think I'm going to pick Stefan Havoc.
Did you watch?
I'm glad someone is asking questions.
I watched some of the Dave show. I didn't finish it. That is the first match that they had. What was I got to remember who was in it. Looking at that right now, but it was Stefan Havoc. It was Stefan Havoc versus Crazy Dave. At the end, Crazy Dave has been beaten by Havoc. Like, they're doing ridiculously unsafe shit all over the place. Stefan Havoc, like, it's a miracle he's Rick Blade himself every match. And at the end of it, Crazy Dave is just like on the ground trembling. Like, he's been hit in the head, so he has stuck like his skull. It's not like the Masada ones where they stick in and then they immediately like fan out and just kind of fall out of your head. Like, they've been in with a hammer. Like, and he's just laying on the ground, like with his arms trembling, and people are checking him. And the fan cam guy is just like holding his phone right in front of it, like, "Yep, let's keep filming." And
Fucking
it is
Sam's
the most
buddy.
uncomfortable. Yeah, it is just like fucking. It's like watching bum fights. If you got, I don't know fights, but it's that level of just like, this isn't fun. I think this like guy working for $0 might have just suffered an injury. So to finish that is where XPW cave starts. I can only imagine it gets better from there.
I saw a clip, and I don't like. It's one of those things where it's like dead dove don't eat, where it's like I don't know what I was expecting. That is, they're in a cave. It's what you said, but then seeing it was still shocking. Hey, I will say, XPW is taking they're booking Toby Klein in Las Vegas.
Yeah, they're for the Vegas show.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, they're finally bringing over that Dynamite Kid's daughter to be on one of their shows.
She apparently has like an interview show on their YouTube.
Well, yeah, and you see that she was never actually been on any. It's just hosted on their YouTube.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. X Brand Wrestling on YouTube. Her show is called Dirt with the Doll, which episode 12, Crude Oil, which I guess is a tag team.
Do you think that XPW would put VPR up on their YouTube too? Get some more listens. We probably talk about XPW more than Diamond
Sure.
Doll.
We might have to stop making fun of, because deathmatch wrestlers are all very sensitive. But they have a woman.
Oh,
they have Dirt with the Doll. They have Dirt with the Doll, and then they also have X Brand Unleashed with a woman named Cakeface Carly. There is a Dirt with the Doll in the episode, which is crazy.
You can't be doing Cake Face in 2026.
Oh, like speaking of Toby Klein in Las Vegas, I guess they announced Sean. What's that? Sean Henderson Promotions. I guess they announced him versus Dr. Redacted. That's good shit.
Yeah. So
speaking
there's
of
a Dirt with the
deathmatch,
Doll episode with Harley Race's kid, Justin Race, and for a second I just thought it was an indie wrestling type name. I was sitting there thinking, like, what the fuck is Race? Be a pun. And then I'm like, oh, it's just Harley racing.
speaking of deathmatch wrestlers being sensitive, the newest deathmatch Facebook drama is that Necro made a post about getting in a confrontation, and people are accusing Necro haters of calling Little Caesars and reporting him.
He got into a physical confrontation with a coworker or a customer?
A customer.
It's awesome.
And people are saying that that Brad, I don't know if I should say this guy's name, Brad from the other deathmatch group has called Little Caesars corporate, trying to get.
It was a false flag up.
With Necro kind of seemed like he was like job, because it's like,
Yeah,
I'm not
I mean,
hating on the job,
if
but
you're
this Little
shooting for like
Caesars,
Little
so like,
Caesars,
you could just go to Pizza Hut.
Yeah. Oh man,
I love wrestling.
Oops, I clicked too fast there.
You got any other choices
Drake
for us?
Younger over Jameson show. Drake Younger or Shane Mercer, Dan?
Younger over everybody. Drake Younger.
All right.
Shane Mercer.
All right, Drake
does
Younger over
witchcraft.
Nick Gage. Okay, Drake Younger or El Licenciado Teparocho?
Drake Younger.
Drake Younger.
All right, Drake Younger or Hoodfoot?
Drake Younger. My preference revealer, Drake Younger, was at 15. That feels high, but is what it is.
that is
it's science.
That's science. I can't fight it.
There's been a
Judge Joe Dredd or Mickey Knuckles?
Dredd.
Are we going with Mickey or
Knuckles.
Dredd?
Oh, Mickey, Dredd is for a guy who's in a match I love
we're
so
going
much.
with
He
Mickey.
fucking sucks.
Yeah,
Dredd
he's
has
not
aired.
good. What about Judge
Dredd
Red
never
or
goes-
Slack?
Schlack.
Oh, that's interesting. That's probably Schlack.
Yeah, I'm going with Schlack over Dredd. Brick Savage over
When
Dredd.
Zona
Stefan
20
Haddock over Dredd.
when Zona 23 announced they were bringing an American to face Makoro, the number like Necro was a big answer, but then really sad. It was Tommy Dreamer. It was 2026 Pondo. I was like, guys, aim higher.
Oh, I would love McQuarrie over Pondo. Are you? That is the Chris Dream match. That was. I'm going to dream about that match tonight.
Once we start making all our money, we'll put that on the VP Produce show.
Oh my god, I have so many dream matches involving both Madman Pondo and McQuarrie.
I don't know how many matches you can book Pondo for in a That's a lot.
Not enough.
I'm thinking a match, like one of those situations where it starts as a singles match, and then there's interference and it becomes a tag, and then there's more interference and it becomes like a trios match, and then it becomes no DQ, and there's like it takes 25 minutes to get the actual match, and in that time they'd maybe do 2 wrestling moves.
Fuck yeah.
That's my dream. That's all I want to do.
We're at
Action
90%
wrestling,
here.
call me.
Ooh,
Wrestling. Where are you?
through now.
Yeah, now this is
Saka
really officially a
over
big
Too
job.
Tough Tony. Sadika versus Abdullah Kobayashi. I'm going with Kobayashi. Sadika versus Tiffany Stratton. We're going Sadika. Sadika or Jameson Shook. Joey Janela over Mikey Anarchy. Mikey Anarchy over JC Extreme. Eric Ryan over Mikey Anarchy. It's going on like this for a while. We're really in like the dregs of it now.
I haven't seen the movie The
I got some
Beautiful
breaking
Mind.
news from
Bobby
Morag.
Beverly over Schlack.
Hit me.
Org, are you aware? Because TNA Impact is airing right now, I guess. Is that it's getting tweeted about right now.
How would I...
The Ryan Nemeth Mara Slade or whatever her name is, that feud continues.
Yeah,
You might
I was
Willie
aware.
have more
Nightingale
American
or
wrestling.
That'd be good. Only American matches I watch of Ryan Nemeth, and a good bit.
That's the new podcast. Oh, hey, it's the anniversary of the 2012 Royal Rumble. You got any thoughts? Any prayers?
A smart podcast host would schedule an episode to come out today. Here we are.
I did. Oh, I guess not record. Or do they not come?
All right, we've got the results. I'm gonna.
Oh fuck yeah!
Actually, can I put them in? Do we have a voice chat channel thing?
Yeah, if you go to if you click on
you
where
can
it says
type in here.
Studio, like a message thing, we'll go up. Yeah, this.
This is good audio content.
Oh no, but the kill for time. Speaking of Twitter,
okay. Well, the way to do it was not to accidentally disconnect myself from the chat.
That didn't help.
One
didn't help.
That was on me. That was just being clumsy.
If you need me to fill some time, there'll be a Royal Rumble. It'll be happening at the same time as the normal Royal Rumble. So come in and watch if you want to. If you have any money to give, it will be going to charity to help those being affected in Minnesota right now. Yeah, should be fun.
Chris?
I'll torture myself for a bit.
What's up?
Oh, I thought you lived in Minnesota, but I think that's wrong.
That's way off, dude.
It's
like
that's not way off.
Usually you think Michigan, where I used to live. That's where I'm from.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let me take a punt.
But
Milwaukee,
I live in
right?
Wisconsin, and you've known. Yeah, I live in Milwaukee.
That's a
I've known this.
A major city.
Those states touch. Those states touch.
Which states?
Yeah, but
I list in the chat thing.
You went the wrong direction.
I want you to, if you look at this, bear in mind this is starting from
list.
number 11. Because the top 10 is already locked in. So this is starting at number 11.
Hey, you have at least 2 women in your top 13. Or top 12.
Yeah.
You're fine away.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You have the most feminist list.
I mean, because it kept saying, who do you like better, like Shotzi Blackheart or some guy from XPW? And I'm like, well, of course I like Shotzi more.
Now, which is number 100? Where does this cut off at? Who's numbered?
That's a good question. 100, I think, would be Anthrax. So there are 2 extra there.
Okay. Poor Nico Gray didn't make it. Yeah.
Which would put Anthrax below the woman who had. Yeah, Tarzan Duran. I don't know how the fuck he made it.
You hate him, I feel like.
I was like going. I hate him. Nathan Mowry, I think I dislike more as a wrestler, but
I feel like one time I was like, I watched a Tarzan Duran match I liked, and you were like, no, you didn't. Incorrect.
Yeah, no, I mean, no one should like Tarzan Duran matches. I do have to agree with this because there's some where I'm like, this person's too high, this person's too low.
I'm surprised Little Sicko is this low.
I think I watched 2 Charlotte Flair matches. One of them was the WrestleMania match with Tiffany Stratton after they had that weird promo exchange where they both went off script. And I was like, this match is to phrase that I'm bowling shoe ugly. But in a way that was appealing, where it was like they were just fucking hitting their moves and knocking their knees into each other's faces and shit. And I'm like, yeah, WWE would be cool if it was more like this. And then I think I saw some other tag team match she was in. But again, it was a case of who's a better wrestler, Charlotte Flair or some guy who paid Matt Tremont $100 to work in a.
Some guy who played Matt Tremont $100 to work H.
I did. I neglected Sadn't on there. She should be. I definitely need to go back with another pass from the Mexican Freak.
Is Charlotte a WWE wrestler on your list, including the top 10?
Rhea Ripley's on there, and Tiffany Stratton's in there too.
Okay. Cool.
This is beautiful. I'll post this we should post that in the VP updates when we post the episode. You guys want to answer some questions?
Only way to end things, in my opinion.
I was shocked that Dan brought Yuki Kamifuku in there immediately.
Oh my god, where is she? This is outrageous.
She
above Danny Demento.
Between between La Brava and
Danny would definitely book himself against her, though, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's the if you're a woman who wants to work ICW no holds barred, you got to wrestle Danny.
Oh my god, you have Yuki 4 spots above Rina Yamashita.
Yep. Well, she's just a better wrestler.
Right. Okay. Nick Yeoman, question. This one seems mostly for Pork. Which member of the 2012 Royal Rumble field would you most like to watch the 2002 Roman Polanski film The Pianist with?
You know, this reminds me. I was with my therapist, and I was telling them I was dealing with depression, and they said to me, "Well, you should listen to this podcast called the 2012 Late Night with the 2012 Royal Rumble. It's so funny. He keeps watching the same match." I said, "But dark." And my answer is the Great Khali.
That's a really good answer. Trying to think. I don't really want to be in a room with any of these people. Going through the list. It's such a sad list.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any of these guys' opinions on Roman Polanski.
I'd do it with Ricardo Rodriguez, and I'd be pitching him to go on your podcast. I think he's the one you can get. I know we haven't got him yet, but he's gettable.
I think I'd watch it with Mick
I'll ask
Foley.
Hey, Casey, say members of the 2012 Royal Rumble, would Tony Khan sign the 2026 AEW if he could?
All
he
of them.
would sign Sheamus. He's coming. Maybe he's got a contract. I don't know.
Safe to say he'd want Jericho. Would Cody?
Cody, yeah, if he could.
I
think
feel like
he'd
this
take Randy
section
Orton?
I feel like that early section of the 2012 Rumble where the ring is just like filling up with all the guys like Justin Gabriel and whoever else, like Alex Riley. Like that's what's happening right now with Tony signing the Rascals and Tommaso Ciampa, just all the like bland white guys. Well, not the Rascals aren't all white, but you know what I mean, like bland cruiserweight guys who just don't have personality.
Yeah, I think
he's signing all the
TK
Ace Austins.
He gives him like an edge run.
Who would he give the edge run?
To Randy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he'd absolutely sign Randy if.
If he could, that would be awesome. Like,
what about
the people in the 20 Rumble? I think would actually do well.
Most of these people, he's either signed or had the opportunity to sign and not.
Yeah, there's very few people still in WWE.
But what about the Miz? Miz is a free agent tomorrow. You think Tony signs him?
I kind of think he does.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Put him with RJ City or something. I do feel like Tony talks himself into the Miz.
And I hate this argument, but think of the Heat. Miz and AEW.
Think of the Heat.
I think more likely there's no such thing as bad Miz. Heat. I think a much more likely scenario for Miz is Miz takes the Court Bauer money to work once a month and spend the rest of his time fucking golfing in Florida or whatever, and then randomly one day he's on Ring of Honor.
Let's see here. What are your matches?
All of them.
Don't all speak
at
once.
My favorite Billy Gunn. My favorite Billy Gunn is Ass versus Ace. Billy Gunn versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. And my favorite moment is in that match. Billy Gunn goes up for the Famouser and screams as loud as he possibly can, "Eat shit!" That is the only correct way to do that move. When Dan criticizes Yuki Kamifuku, the only genuine basis he has for criticizing her wrestling is that she doesn't eat shit while doing a Famouser.
My favorite Billy Gunn match.
Also, being there live, I was live in the crowd for that match where he like beat Jay White's ass in a minute.
I know. That was my
fun.
one. So why was Twitter talking about Billy Gunn? Does anyone?
I guess he said everyone's lazy.
So what happened? No. It was Dave Meltzer really fanned the fire because Dave Meltzer said something like Kyle Fletcher is one of the 5 best wrestlers on the planet, and that Billy Gunn in his entire career has never even been in the top 200. So because Dave Meltzer said something, everyone wigged out, and it's just like, Billy Gunn's fine. Like, fucking chill out, you fucking freaks.
I'm gonna be honest. I bet Billy 200s. There were definitely times where Billy Gunn was 105, 180.
Put him on my VP 100 ballot now, just out of spite.
Taking that, Dave.
No, to get at the fucking Twitter freaks being like, Billy Gunn's never been good. It's like, yes, he has.
I mean,
he was Mr. Ass.
In 98, you think 1998, Billy Gunn's probably top 200 in the world. He's working all those matches with Cactus Jack.
Yeah,
Steve Austin.
Him
like, those
and
are
Road Dogg
matches.
versus Cactus Jack and Terry Funk. Like, Billy Gunn has a place in the greater wrestling picture.
Like, even
the world needs Billy Guns.
He has even been entertaining in AEW. Like, the original, before they beat it into the ground, the original stuff with the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass was very fun TV.
Also, like Billy Gunn
Plus,
being
he
around
did that great shoot interview where he and Road Dogg. There was that awesome shoot interview where he and Road Dogg were just wasted.
Which, you know what? Everyone was talking about how they were burning bridges. Now Road Dogg fucking runs SmackDown or something, and Billy Gunn's still on TV wrestling, so like they're fine. I want Billy Gunn around to remind everyone how fucking small and weak looking all wrestlers.
Yes. That's another great reason
like
for Edge continuing to wrestle forever.
Here's a good one from Cole. Guys who aren't, what salt did you put Dan in to teach him a lesson about disrespecting your favorite wrestler?
Well, he would be getting the Famouser from Yuki Kamifuku. Really a trap. That's what would happen.
He is getting like Avisman just comes in and does like some skew heart style, like stretching this guy out, and he, like, no saw trap about it. He's just being put in incredibly painful holds for like half an hour.
I don't know which of my favorite wrestlers Dan's disrespecting. Do you like Shuji Shikao, Dan?
I'm not gonna have him in my top 100.
Okay. Night for the Head, whatever that one was.
All right.
No, I would do the pig guts one, because that's like one of the least lethal ones. I just want you to learn a lesson. I don't want you to die.
I appreciate that. I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Haven, pot for the question. Most anticipated movie, game, or album for 2026?
Oh, Grand Theft Auto 6. It's definitely coming out on time.
I'm looking forward to that werewolf movie where your man who did like Nosferatu and all.
Is it boring if I say The Odyssey? But that's kind of what I'm looking forward to.
I mean, I feel like it'd be really good. Like,
I'm a 37-year-old white guy. I'm going to be excited about
it. I'm looking. Is June Part 3 this year?
Breaking news. Sexy Star did wrestle in 2025, so I'm gonna this match on to see where she qualifies.
I don't know what music.
I'm assuming that this match was from 2025.
An artist I like releases an album, then I listen to it. I don't know what's coming out.
Yeah,
I feel like they always lie.
Comes out, and Apple Music tells me that there's a new album out, and then it just turns out it's a reissue with bonus tracks.
So if Mountain Goats make a new album, that's my most anticipated album.
I mean, always good to bet on that. Like, that's usually happens.
And then video games are for nerds. I don't play.
New Jackass movie. That's my answer.
That's a good shout.
A new Jackass. The new Spielberg will probably be pretty good.
It's not going to be
the
a
new
Jackass
Boots Riley. The new Boots Riley will probably be very good. But yeah, Jackass. It's Jackass.
Dokomo
Avengers,
asked,
whatever it is.
Avengers Doomsday, where Captain America holds a baby.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that already. What is Marvel doing? I was like, oh yeah, there's a new Avengers movie out this year. I guess it is December,
Same
to be
day
fair,
as
so it's
Dune
late
3.
this year.
Which, if
Same day as Dune
3 actually comes out, if that actually comes out,
I think they both come out
another answer. The 18th.
I think they both come out on Christmas. Oh, okay.
Yeah, December 18th.
Yeah, I'm very, very much looking forward to New June.
I'm very tempted to do like the cliche thing and be like, "Hello, work. I would like to schedule a week of leave for the release date of Grand Theft Auto 6, and also tell you guys that I'm sick and can't do the show."
Yeah, you're going full Japanese salaryman when a new Dragon Quest comes out.
I'm just cutting a hole in the bottom of my chair so I don't have to get up.
Oh man, I have 100% told this story on the pod before, but one of my roommates in college was big in the World of Warcraft and was pissing in bottles, I guess, and then taking the bottles and because like they were
selling
loft
them
beds
to the local orphans
with the computers underneath, so he had like a blanket or something covering it up, so we couldn't see that he was pissing in bottles. But I guess rather than taking them and throwing them away, he was too lazy to do that, so he was taking piss-filled bottles and putting them in a duffel bag by his desk. And then his girlfriend found them, and in front of all of us is just throwing piss bottles at him, screaming, "What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I would have gotten in there because I'm like, do not throw piss bottles where they might explode against a place where I live.
Well, like he was. I mean, you're gonna find it hard to believe. He was kind of an outcast, so we didn't really talk to him or his girlfriend. So like, they were having a conversation. I don't really know what's going on. Next thing I know, things are getting thrown. She's screaming, and then I see bottles of piss.
No, you wouldn't expect the bottle pisser to have a girlfriend. So really, he's doing better than we thought.
That is what everyone says when they hear this story. And you know what? They are married.
What a happy ending to the piss bottle story.
Oh man. It's really cool because we had a room at the end of the hall, so to leave our room you had to walk by a big communal trash can, and he's like, nah, nothing I can do about this. Dokamoy has a good question. Question for the pod. What are your favorite promotions that ran for 2 years or less? I can only think of Wrestling Society X.
Yeah, I was going to say, in honor of the late Sam, Wrestling Society X.
I'm a noted big fan of H2 Wrestling, a former court battle. Never actually ran. I don't know if that counts. I guess 0 years is less than 2 years.
Was that the one that was supposed to have Teddy Hart as like the flagship guy?
Yeah.
I missed the style battle.
I'm probably going any of the UWFs that last like 2 years and shut down.
What about Teen World of Sport?
That lasted longer than 2 years because there was the pilot and
Damn
then
it.
they ran some house shows after. Don't fucking test me on this stuff.
I'm sorry.
So
People could, if I
I
didn't delete the file, people could listen about it on Talking Tourneys.
This is like tangentially related to the last one too, but because I'm like, what lasted 2 years? And I'm like, well, the Attitude Era won, but also the new WWE video game is like the Attitude Era game, and it's like they can't use Vince, they can't use Foley, they can't use Sting. Like that's going to be such a weird rendition of like,
Edge?
how do you do the Attitude Era without Vince.
It's going to be a lot of Triple H.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It's going to be the fucking. They're going to be like, okay, you get to play through the entire X-Pac versus Kane storyline where they feuded over Tori.
Oh, that's
and I'm going to have to buy it.
What if there's
and
a
I'm
green
gonna
Kane?
have to buy it, yeah. Oh my god. If they have green Kane, it's game of the year, no question.
If they
Fuck
make a story mode and you're
or
just
if
playing
they bring
career.
If you can play as not just like classic Kane, but you can also play as like 2000 Kane where he got seriously on steroids and like lost the sleeves. Bring that Kane back, I'm all over this game. I'm buying the fucking DX Bloodline edition or whatever it is.
They really do need to go
2025
out.
VPR rankings update. Sexy Star just grabbed someone and Irish whipped them into the crowd as hard as she could without any regard for the personal safety of the people in the front row. Sexy Star is making my VP 100 bet.
More women.
God bless.
Yeah, sorry, Murder Basement. You can't do it like Sexy Dolce.
Take Hazy. Pod for the question.
Oh, now they're
wrestler would be the
standing
best
on
character
chairs
for Saul
doing
11?
a lockup. I'm sorry, Dan. I was talking.
Oh, that's okay. I said, what wrestler would be the best character for Saul 11?
What wrestler would be the
I guess Green Kane.
as a victim? Well, no, wait. As a victim or as an apprentice or what? What are our parameters?
It's up to you.
Dino. He has like
I mean,
his
I like
flipped up.
Cole has a piggyback on it. Pick one you think would be fun to see and one who you think doesn't appreciate their life enough and needs to go through the trials.
Okay, well, Sexy Star, like the first Sexy Star is absolutely the person who doesn't appreciate her life and has to go through the trial. As for the other one, I'm going to pick who I think would be a good Jigsaw apprentice. And I am going to go with Drake Younger.
Sami Callihan. They're similar. Kind of.
Dr. Redacted.
From Eamon, question for the pod. Which wrestler all time has your favorite drop kick?
Boring answer, but God,
Shibata.
Okada's is so fucking pretty. Like prime Okada's drop kick.
Okada and Hardcore Holly have the amazing standing drop kicks. Shibata's corner kick where he gets her, like pulls his legs fully in, bends his knees before going in there. Like that is
a gorgeous kick. That is a gorgeous
rivaling
kick.
Okada and Holly is Marco Corleone.
Oh yeah.
That's a good fucking drop kick.
That's a good drop kick.
My favorite is whoever the highest rated wrestler on drop kick is.
Let me say right now, I don't want to. He might be a future guest on the show because he's in this space. Maven's dropkick is overrated. Calling him out right now.
You say that now, but it did eliminate the Undertaker from a Royal Rumble.
True. Pork was not happy with the questions we got. Haven says, question for the pod. What was wrong with the previous questions, Pork?
Who gives a fuck about a drop kick?
All right.
Throw a punch.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out who the highest drop kick wrestler is.
Haven also asked, who was the best wrestler of 2002? I don't know. It's probably Chris Benoit or Loki. Two really good guys.
I'm going to be honest. For me, it might be Rey Mysterio, but it's probably Brock Lesnar.
For all early 2000 stuff, I just say Steve Corino, and I'm normally correct.
We should just troll these motherfuckers and say, well, it's Kurt Angle.
It is Kurt Angle.
Best technical wrestler going.
Yeah.
I know it's actually Shawn Michaels. Say Shawn Michaels. That'll get him.
See, the trick is like, I if I was to do like a greatest wrestler ever, Shawn Michaels too, and the trick there is I just pretend he died in 1999.
You're a freak, and I appreciate.
I like when I'm wrestler ever ballot. I don't know how Shawn could get pretty high.
I think if I was to submit one of those ballots, one, it would drive me insane coming up with 100 names, and two, it would result in nothing but like people who still post on the pro wrestling only forums being like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" Because
I want to promote greatest wrestling ever. I want people to vote on it, but the voting starts April 5th, and I can't talk about it till like after the VP 100s. So it's gonna be a quick turnaround than when I can talk about it. Because if I got to choose if you vote in the VP 100 or the GWE, I know what I choose.
What if you submit the same ballot for both?
That's really funny.
My plan I had an idea for next year's VP 100. I'm going to submit a kayfabe list. Do it PWI style.
I love that.
But Dean
Do you guys think
Malenko,
we should
number one.
Should we be presenting number one with like a plaque?
Yeah. Why hasn't anyone gotten me in contact with Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley to give them plaques?
If the Fight Awards can have trophies, I think we can.
We'll get into. I think if you get in contact with Jon Moxley, I have a feeling he'll get another plaque pretty soon. Spoiler alert. Last question from Cole. It's a two-parter here. Question for the pod: which Looney Tunes character would make the best Jigsaw from the Saw franchise, and who would make the best Jigsaw? Guy from Chikara.
I'm going to say Elmer Fudd to both.
I mean, Bugs kind of has a twisted
you know who
mind.
would be the best? You know who would be the best? Would be Elmira from Tiny Toons. She wouldn't be trying to do it, but she would end up accidentally putting everyone in debt. The joke from that show was that she would adopt animals and then accidentally kill all of them. Which, as children love comedy about someone accidentally strangling a cat.
Can we get into? I really think this Saw movie's gonna suck.
Yeah, it's probably gonna suck.
This question made me think of Wiley Coyote. Saw the Traps comic falling apart.
He's trying to teach Roadrunner the value of its life.
That's good stuff.
Someone should do that. That's comedy. You can take that.
That's a robot chicken bit waiting to happen.
When does that Will Forte Looney Tunes movie come out? That's my most anticipated.
I think sometime this year. I think.
Yeah, Acme Coyote versus Acme. Yeah, it's supposed to be 2026. That's my new vote. That's my answer to the question.
Best Looney Tune for Jigsaw the Wrestler. Hunter. I won't elaborate.
I'm not sure it's the same Martian.
Martian the Manhunter?
Yeah.
He's the alien.
You mean Marvin the Martian?
I think you're thinking of Marvin.
Yeah, I was thinking of the
Martian
DC
Manhunter is the dude from Justice League.
I'm sticking with it.
I mean, so you just had your Mercutio moment, dude. It's.
Hey guys, we're auditioning him for the fourth chair. Go ahead and write that down.
Yeah, this is going on the review.
Yeah,
I'm also changing the name of the group.
That's a good bit.
I had my Mercutio, whatever Sam called it, moment.
We have an episode. We do this for like 10 weeks. We get different guests each week, and then we do one with just the three of us, where we just fucking rip apart everyone we've had on, ruining our friendships and future hosts.
Now, these are my friends.
These are my best friends. So deal with it. I think that's Q and AR, friends.
I think it is Q and AR.
Again, that Discord sound is never in the episode.
We got to figure that out. We got to figure out what Craig is doing wrong here.
Oh, God. That's very, very funny.
There's just always a 3-second pause where I know you've played the sound and it's not coming through.
It used to be in the show though.
Yeah, it used to be in the show.
It used to be. So there must have been something in the settings that got tweaked.
But like, I'm not tweaking settings. Tell you that much.
I'm not saying you. I'm
probably
saying,
like a
I'm saying maybe
default
someone
setting.
who's no longer on the show.
Yeah.
You know, the best bit was in the recent episode when I think Tanner played the NFL sound, didn't come through.
Yeah, we're just laughing at nothing like psychos.
Oh my God. What's so funny about that is I'll tell you, it didn't come through on my end either. But I could just tell from their reactions what did come through. This is we're not a sloppy shop here, guys.
This is professional.
Porg, you got anything to fucking plug or anything? Late night with 2012, is that coming back?
Yeah, well, there was supposed to be an episode, and then the snow happened, so people are kind of having to deal with that.
You want to be on Talking Turnies anytime soon?
Sure.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, there's a live stream Saturday.
Oh yeah, live stream Saturday. Watch that instead of the real Royal Rumble. What time is that?
Yeah, good. It will be whenever the actual pay, which I don't. The plan is to do it from
2 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. It'll be
That's
from
probably
when
like a reasonable time for you, right?
Yeah, probably. I am going to a rugby game before, so hopefully that gets done. We'll see. And then I don't know, check my website, read what it's a bit late, but read my like end of year stuff.
It's never too late.
Is there now a least revisible thing on the site than everything you need to know about the VPR awards? That's like a 2-day window to be relevant to read.
Yeah, that's true. It's I loved it. I appreciate it. I wish. Let me see if I can. Let me tell you. I wonder how popular that was. Let me pull up some metrics real fast. I like the.
If I'm hitting double digits on beats, I'm happy.
This is good. This is good audio whenever you have to wait for internet. Let's do year to date. Right now it's not in the top 10 most viewed in the year to date. What is it? What is this called? Oh, shit! You easily clear double digits. Don't worry.
That's great.
It's. I will say
popular within P7.
It's obviously behind a bunch of Necro Butcher content. And the complete and actually accurate Brindley Reese, but that seems unfair. She got cut. That kind of fucked you.
Brindley was in my article as well.
Ken Shamrock versus Don Fry and Hawkins just easily popular all the time. Only thing making the big at this point.
Put that.
But yeah, people should read it. It's a good read.
Thing we have ads.
And the amount of money they're bringing in, I'm sitting pretty. I can't believe that Pat's still going out delivering mail with all the money we're making from the site.
I do it for love. I love just mounting plowed up snowbanks to get to half shoveled sidewalks that people can get their fucking aggressive insurance ad.
Can I get some of that money to pay for my flights to New York to film late night?
Listen,
starting to add up.
Just send me the receipts. I'll see what I can do. What?
And
That's an episode,
the
guys.
studio space and Freddie.
I don't know how to turn. This is good shit. I miss Sam.